Well, we have talked a lot about mental health on this show and all over our newscasts, especially when it comes to our schools. This fall, the University of Iowa's Sacklin Center for the School of Mental Health is taking a stand by launching something brand new for the state of Iowa. It's a new mental health training fellowship, and they've got 100 paraeducators from across the state enrolled. Here to chat about all of this is Carrie Vogel-G-Sang, the Director of Professional Development for the Sacklin Center. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me today.
All right, Carrie, talk to me about what this fellowship will equip paraeducators with.
Yeah, the training is an evidence-informed curriculum that's designed to improve the knowledge, skills, and attitudes about mental health. It's a curriculum that we're calling Best Well that I co-authored and designed with 3 of my colleagues here at the university. And we created it to increase a person's or an educator's understanding about how to broach mental health concerns with students, how to enhance empathic communication and build healthy relationships with students, how to develop skills in identifying signs of trauma or suicide, understanding how to triage mental health concerns, and how to do a warm handoff with a mental health professional, and finally how to develop strategies for caring for themselves and their own mental health and well-being.
You know, that is a lot that you just mentioned, so I've got to ask, how intense is this training, or how long is this fellowship?
Yeah, it's pretty intense. We spend a couple months with them. There are 3 in-person trainings and then 5 online modules, along with some video skill practicing that we have them engage with, and some assessments that we have them do. They will have access to a lot of the skill development materials and videos all throughout the spring semester as well.
I just can't get over how powerful it is to think about 100 different people from across the state in our schools learning all of this. But of course, not all of this doesn't come for free. Let's talk about the money in all of this. Where is that coming from?
Yeah, so we have a really great partnership with the Iowa Department of Education, and we received some funding to support this particular initiative and to increase the mental health awareness and training for paraeducators across the state.
So is it the paraeducators themselves? Do they have to pay for this at all?
No, this is what the funding goes to the paraeducators in the school district to help provide substitutes for the teachers or the paraeducators when they are in training, and also when they're doing their online modules and learning. So the funds that we're receiving from the Department of Education is funding the project.
So what is the ultimate goal with all of this? Or how I should say this, how will students be impacted across Iowa?
Right. Well, the ultimate goal is to increase the mental health literacy and also the well-being of our education specialists. Our education specialists are oftentimes working with some of our students with the highest needs, who are typically carrying some of the heaviest burdens and managing some really high-level challenges such as housing instability, food insecurity, some home life difficulties, and it oftentimes impacts their learning and behaviors that we see at school. So we're really hoping that we're giving the paraeducators the tools and the skills that they need to work closely and in a healthy way with the students that they're serving.
Wow, Carrie, this sounds absolutely incredible. And they just had their first in-person training, is that right?
They've actually completed 2 of their in-person trainings. Our next in-person training is on December 1st in Des Moines. But from now until then, they are working through modules and through skill setter videos to prepare them for their final in-person training.
Wow. Well, we cannot thank you enough for your time here with us. I just think this is so important.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Here in our hometowns, the program accepted 4 paraeducators each from Bettendorf, Clinton, Muscatine, and Eldridge. And you'll want to stick around because coming up in our second half hour, in just about 30 minutes, we'll welcome 2 of those paras right here into our studios for a closer look at how this program will impact your students.